Welcome members to another weekly update. Please always check the other videos first where I talk about the overall market. And here's where we look at my own personal thoughts on things I'm doing, looking at doing, etc. There's just something I was just started looking at. I've been talking about the pound for some time now, commentating on a good while since it had this breakout here, got back above the 200, just moving along now. Just know, you can see a nice little upwards trend there shaping up there. And somewhere around 127 area, if it comes back down there again, you can see, I think that'll be another little bounce there. Good opportunity to get on board that. Let's see what else is going on. We had a this update on the Rogue Trader system. We had a Rogue this week. Let's get that one up. It was Team, T-A-M. And there's the earnings day. Obviously, you can see there's the big gap up on heavy volume. The Rogue Trader system put you in a closer play on that day. And there she blows. There was also one with Netflix. And by the way, if you're trading options, just in case you don't know the system, if you're trading options on that was I think like a double to triple, depending on what price you got overnight. Netflix was one where the day in question was this one where it opened up, and this is you've got to get out quickly, obviously. This one, you have the opportunity to just get out of the open, cash in a small profit there, and then it went down, which is why we always say, we have to get out at the open if it's doing what it's supposed to do. It all happens very quick. So those were the ones that happened this week. Let's have a look what else is going on. Gold. Okay, so let's take a look at gold. Bouncing around, just managing to hang in there above its 40-week 200 moving average. There it is there. Same, and that's reflected in the gold miners. As long as that stays above the 200-day, that's really my line in the sand, and it's came back this week. As I did mention last week, it's all about the dollar, whether it's currencies and gold, etc. And I did warn last week actually this was a healthy kind of pullback after it had broken out there, holding above its 50-day, and it did indeed do what I expected to do and bounce off, which push gold down, pound down, etc. and things like that. So we'll look at this picture of the dollar, and it's a very central thing to a lot of things, like I said, currencies, etc. We got this, it got oversold and it's pulling back, and I think what's going to happen is I think this pullback is going to continue. I think it's going to keep on pushing higher. It might upset gold, but we'll see how it behaves. I think it's going to get back up to here just in time for December, when the Federal Reserve is going to meet and everyone's expecting them to raise rates. I don't think they're going to raise rates. I think that would be for several reasons. Janet Yellen is leaving. They don't want to be the ones who actually pulled the trigger. Inflation is just nowhere to be seen. So I will be very surprised if they raise rates, and that will hopefully set up a nice dollar short, gold long, pound long, whatever you want to call it. But dollars will go down again after this pullback has played out, and I think it could push a bit higher from there. So let's see what else is going on. Look at some individual trades. We had this one last week, so I was giving you maybe another opportunity to get in, because it sort of bounced. We got in around here, bounced off nicely. Let's see what the dates are here. Yeah, 13th, 60. Yeah, so it's still on its little line of support here. I think around 66. This sort of region here, very nice. Sort of entry point. All it's doing is just proving its support even more, and still allowing an opportunity to get on board. That is exactly what I look for. I mean, it just sits sideways. It's on a sharply rising moving average, and it's on a collision course with it. It looks like the support is around 67. That's somewhere around here. If it could have a little drop here this week, maybe. But I was already in that one. Fine, just let it ride. I'm looking for the big rise up here like that. So fine, that's good. Tile. Well, I got this one down here, as you know. Plenty of opportunities to get in that one. Up she goes again. It's great action because she, instead of pulling back to here, she's just holding up in the high ground right there. Brilliant. Just let it maintain that box there, bounce around between 21 to 22-ish, and let its moving averages catch up, and hopefully more to come there. So very pleased with that one. PICO. Same deal as before. As you know, I was in around here. Up she goes, and it's holding the high ground. So very happy with that one too. Exactly as the other one. And ENSS. So this is one where, as you know, I was in the same pictures you're always seeing. I'm trying to get in support as it hits a moving average. It's rising up, hits it kind of around there, bounces up she goes. Brilliant performance continues since last week, just sort of holding its high ground once again. So that's fine. I'm not going to add any new trades because I've got a lot open. It's doing well, and I think the market must come back a little bit. I'm not even talking about the healthy correction yet. I'm talking about just purely gravity's sake. It's just getting out of control, nonsense. No way am I going to be shorting it though. Just to add that one. Now, just a note. I am going to be doing next year's seminar in January. Probably maybe another one in summer as well. But just to let you know, I am going to be doing one in looks like the second week. In mid January, something like that. I'll keep you posted. And if you did not yet know the Rogue Trader system and you like what you see, that's going to be a good opportunity to come along and be able to access that in January. In response, basically, to a lot of people who are saying, I want to learn it. So, all right, all very good stuff, and I'll speak to you next week.